So, Christmas. I'm here by my Christmas tree. Christmas is about bringing people together over food and, more importantly, drink. Lots and lots of booze. And who doesn't love a day where it's sociably acceptable to have a couple of breakfast drinks pre 12 o'clock as you're getting the Brussels sprouts ready? Us Brits absolutely love to find an excuse to drink in the morning. You just have to go to Gatwick North, upstairs to the Red Lion, and you'll see hundreds of 6 a.m. beers. Some of the best beers you'll ever have. I absolutely love airport beers. Anyway, so here's my top 5 tips for serving wine slash booze on Christmas Day to make it an unforgettable day indeed. Let's dive in. So tip number 1 is buy the best wine you can afford. Those special bottles that you've been hoarding, or just spend a little bit more if you can afford it to get an extra special bottle. It's Christmas. It's a celebration. It doesn't matter if Uncle Phil's not going to appreciate the nuances of the wine. Tell him it's expensive and he'll love it. Just get stuck in. It's a vibe. It's Christmas Day. Tip number 2 is about Christmas fizz. So if you are on a budget or you just want to save a bit of money to spend more on the big bottles for the Christmas lunch, then think about fizz. Obviously fizz, bubbles, champagne, inextricably linked with Christmas. You really can't have Christmas without that pop of the cork, that cheer, that gentle fizz of the bubbles. They are best friends. It's a celebration. You want to pop something and you want to drink some bubbles. They are a match made in heaven. But you don't always need to go for champagne. Champagne, you pay a premium for just basically having champagne on the label. You can find just as good sparkling wines from elsewhere in France and the world over that are made exactly the same way as champagne. They just don't charge a premium. So look for things like Cremant de Loire, Cremant de Bordeaux, Cremant de Alsace, Blanquette de Limoux. These are all made exactly the same way as champagne, just a lot cheaper. No one's going to know the difference, and some are better than Grand Marque champagnes anyway. Now, if money isn't a problem, then and you want to go big with your champagne, look for grower champagne. So these aren't the big companies like Moet. These are small independent farmers and growers that vinify their own wine and grow their own wine to make champagne. So look for really famous one, André Clouet, and then we also have one that we do ourselves. You can see that. Rick Stein, Blanc de Blanc, made by father and daughter winemaking team, Vanessa and René Benoit, and that's Blanc de Blanc's 100% Chardonnay. And they just make a tiny bit for our restaurants, and then they sell the rest to big negociants like Moet, etc. But they make bottles themselves in a tiny little cellar. Now, what to pair with your Christmas feast on the table? Whatever you want, really, as long as it's not really insipid and light like Pinot Grigio. There's so many different flavours with the trimmings and the sides with Christmas. You just want to go quite robust, and anywhere, really anywhere. It could be Chateau Neuf de Pape, it could be white Bordeaux, it could be white Burgundy, it could be Pinot Noir, it could be Californian Cabernet. Just go quite big, robust. It's not going to get swamped by the stuffing, the turkey, the cranberry sauce. Maybe there's so much going on. Big punchy wine for those big punchy flavours. So tip number 4: buy magnums, buy big formats, large formats. They're fun. Christmas is a celebration. People love them. You don't have to keep getting up to open another bottle. Magnums, double magnums, go all the way up. Christmas should be fun. Theatre. They look cool on the table. Buy large formats. Tip number 5: mince pies, Christmas pudding, Christmas cake. Delicious around Christmas. You would never ever eat them any other time of the year. I think the same can be said for port. I love a port at Christmas. I won't drink it the rest of the year. I should. Most people don't. But it's also the best thing to pair with mince pies, Christmas pudding, and Christmas cake. And it just feels ultimately Christmassy. And it's all about a feel. Christmas is a feel. And port for me, it matches those and it just feels Christmassy. Now, a tip would be to buy you can buy half bottles of port, because not everyone drinks port, and then you end up with a half bottle of port all year and it'll be absolutely ruined by the next year when you go to open it. So buy half bottles of port. And that's my 5 Christmas tips. It's a feeling, it's a celebration. Go big, magnums, as much as you can afford. Enjoy. Happy Christmas.